step, you have to do daily routine. Number one, attitude. You have to make a positive attitude. When you wake up morning early, you have to decide it, today I want to focus on positive change. Well, no matter how situation it will look like, but I have to change. I have that will power. I have that power and the capacity to change things how it could be. That is number one, attitude. Positive attitude, maintaining positive attitude. That is number one. Number two, you have to select what we call priorities. You have to select what is the most important things in your daily routine. We have so many things we are focusing on it, or just we are jumping in it, but we have to select what is priorities, what is important, and we have to focus, we have to be committed. We have a lot of things to do. We have to watch videos on YouTube, on Facebook, or on WhatsApp, or doing whatever you are doing, but you have to select, or you have to focus on what we call the priorities, most important things you have to do daily. If not, you are going to mess up your day. Number three, you have to focus what we call health. My brother, my sister, you can't do anything unless you have the healthy life. You can't go to work, you can't pray, you can't even just enter in your calling when your body or your life is not in good mood. So you have to focus on your health, how you eat, how you do exercise, how you practice things which will maintaining your body, your life, health. That is number three. You have to eat well. You have to take things which will just help you to maintain your physical fitness. So that is health. Number four, we have to do what we call focus, or to take time for family. These 12 steps, it is what we are going to spend on 24 hours. But 24 hours, we have 8 hours for resting, and we have 8 hours for working, and we have 8 hours for activities and emergencies and just doing up and down. So we have mentioned earlier, but we selected just to have a positive attitude. Number two, to select what is most important things in our daily, which we have, or we have just mentioned as like priorities. The number three, health. You are fit. You have just to eat food which is now content with nutrient, having vitamin, fruits, also water. It is important in your life. That is general what we call the health. You have just to focus on your health daily. How you do exercise, yeah, you understand more than me. Number four, it is what we call the family. My brother, they have just interviewed so many people, including Bill Graham, but I mentioned what are you regret in your life in achieving a lot of things in your life, and so many people. He mentioned, I have not get enough time to spend with my family. So make sure you have time for family time together, with your children, with your spouse, with your partner, your co-worker, maybe you are friends. So that's family. You may not have just a biological family, but where you are, you belong to that family. So make sure you have time to discuss, to appreciate, to ask forgiveness, what is just in the family. So that is number four. Number one, we mentioned a positive attitude, and number two is we mentioned priorities, and number three, health, number four, family. So number five, commitment. Commitment, it is how you have decided to determine. When you have a discipline, but sometimes when you work alone, like 2 hours, 3 hours, you find your body is not able to sustain, to continue as furthermore. but you have to focus to say, I have committed, I have decided to be committed for this job, for this work, for this course. So commitment is very important for what you have decided to accomplish your daily. So you have now to have this number 5 called commitment. That's the number 6 and number 5, sorry. Number 6, it is to get a time to have a quiet time, or what we call the meditation. Other people they call yoga. Other people they say maybe to think for yourself, or to evaluate yourself. So you have to distinct, or just to select, or to put aside certain minutes to think for your life, for your dream, for your vision, for your purpose, for what you are doing, what you are preparing to do, what you have accomplished, you have done. So you have to think, and also to feel, and also to act. So this is the number 6. Number 6 it is just to think, select, or put aside the time. It cannot be much, but just you have to put aside the time, just to realize, or to think how you can go furthermore, and also according to experience where you came from, where you are, and where you are heading. So it is better just to evaluate yourself. Number 7, what we call the financial state. My brother, you can't go very far unless you have money. Money is very important. Even just the Bible say, when you have money, answer everything. Money answer all questions. Yeah, you have just to work for this. If you are working something which is not profitable, you have to think twice. So financial state, you have to work, you have to save, you have also to investing for tomorrow. So keep just watching your financial state. We have already number 8, faith. Faith, it is what we believe. Everybody have what he believe. You may believe Jesus, other believe in Muhammad, as a Buddha. Whatever you believe, it is what you have decided to follow. So belief is a very important thing. Belief is what you are putting in your heart as the truth, your conscience, your belief system. It is the center for reasoning. So believe it is better. When something you work and you reach some level, you can just go furthermore. Then you have just to pray, or you have just to believe, or to trust someone just to help you to overcome that situation in your law. So you have understand what I mean. Faith is very important things in life. Actually, some scholars, they have mentioned the 3 F's. They say financial, and the faith, and family. Those 3 F's, they are very important case in life. So that is not in that is step 12, but I was just mentioning it. So number 9, it is what we call the relationship. Relationship, it can be in just 3 angles, or just 3 lines. Relationship with your family, relationship with your co-worker where you are working place, marketplace, or you are doing business, or just you met with some people, and also with your colleague, friends. So you have just to prepare that environment for having fellowship. You can't just succeed in this life when you don't have just a relationship. So number 10, it is what we call the generosity. Generosity, it is to give, to donate. My brother, when you are working, that is just a daily routine. You have just to give someone, even though may not be beyond 1 or 2, but make sure that money you have just received, or you have saved, you have also to donate someone is just suffering there. Remember to help just the poor, the orphan, the widow, someone who is in need. So you have to focus also to donate someone, to help someone around you, or just you may not just have much, but what you have also to share. To share is very important in the community and the society. So we have number 11, it is what we call the value. The values is very key, One things I have learned just for what we value, it is what you worth. What is you have put like rated to important things or priorities, but value it is what you have select also as the variable things. When you have a goal and you have money, you keep watching and checking if that goal is there. So this is what you have just put something like a variable in your life. It may be your money or family or work or anything, but you have to evaluate and you say, this is what is very variable things in my life. It may be your God, it may be your work, it may be your wife or your husband, I don't know, but you have just to put something very variable before. So the last one, it is what we call the growth. You have to grow in spiritually, you have to grow in just a mental, you have to grow also in the relationship, also in financial, different, but you keeping just growing in different angles, maybe reading books, maybe, or attending maybe seminar and also conference, and also nourish your life maybe by having a mentor or having a role model, whatever, or reading and novels or quotes, I don't know, but you have to check or to look what can help you in life, how you can grow. When you don't grow, you can't just say reach further, or you can't just say go beyond your thinking, your psychology state. It have to grow, to expand. For matter to be great, you have also to spend time to nourish your soul, your mind, your emotion, also your decision, how you can take a decision easier because you have grown, you have read, grow. Also, you can just now go to another step called just to produce. But it is those 12 steps. Number one, it is what we call attitude. Number two, it is priorities. Number three, it is what we call health. Number four, it is family. Number five, commitment. Number six, financial, faith, relationship, generosity, values, growth. So, and commitment. Keeping watching. We love you so much. See you next episode. I love you.